Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Bitcoin update. Bitcoin has had a pretty good, pretty clutch weekly candle close. We're going to be dissecting the weekly chart as well as dissecting a few other charts as well, but mainly the weekly chart, looking into what's going on there, and then looking into what we need to be seeing towards the end of the month for a solid monthly candle close. Because we do know, and I think I'll start the video there actually before I dive into the daily chart too much, we do know that the monthly chart ultimately was basically the technical analysis reason for why this drop has occurred, why this correction has occurred. Now, we know as well we've got a descending wedge formation, that this correction ultimately was actually, or is actually a pattern of continuation at this point. It's a bullish correction, but ultimately the fact that the correction didn't happen in the first place, really, I mean, the chart that was bearish, the chart that was leading us down, was the chart that actually still doesn't look too good, is the monthly chart. And so in order to understand and understand how we need to get out of the situation we're in, how to break out of that wedge to the upside instead of dropping further, we need to understand basically what we need to achieve in the monthly chart in order to break this downwards trend, whether it be a bullish downwards trend like we have right now, or whether it be continuing into a bearish downwards trend, which would be a breakdown from this wedge, if you understand what I mean. So what do we need to be seeing by the end of the month? What do we need to be seeing on this monthly candle close in 11 days? We need to be seeing Bitcoin on the monthly candle basically not close a red candle. We want to be seeing Bitcoin close above the 21 EMA, you know, that's the preferable close, above the 21 EMA, or even the red line up here at 29.3k. That's a little bit of a long shot, right? 21 EMA is up here at 27.6k. The 21 EMA has been very important on Bitcoin and the monthly chart before. If you simply look at the screen here and you see the blue moving average, you can see that every time Bitcoin passes through that moving average, it moves downwards significantly, right? If it passes through from the upside, it moves downwards significantly. It passes through from the downside, it moves upwards significantly. Basically, that's a dramatic trend shift indicator, right? When we move through that line, other than the COVID drop, you can just delete that from memory because it's a black swan event. When we move through that line, we continue with such a momentum, a very important amount of momentum, and we've only ever really seen, you know, other than the COVID drop, one fake out. And that fake out was actually over here just a couple of months ago. But that line there, that 21 EMA, is still very important. So we want to be seeing a close above that 20 EMA. But what's more important, okay, is actually the candle structure itself in the monthly chart. We have seen, okay, a break. Not a break, we've seen a move to the upside and a rejection from a critical monthly chart resistance zone at around 29.3k-ish. Somewhere in that region we saw a rejection there. We then saw a bearish evening star candlestick formation, that's a pattern of reversal, as well as a bearish engulfing candle, okay? So what we actually want to be seeing, okay, after two bearish candlestick formations is that bearish candlestick formation structure not able to play out. We want to be seeing a green candle on the monthly chart, okay? We want to be seeing a close at above 27.2k. That is the goal for the monthly chart, 27.2k. I think it's achievable. It's 11 days from now. I think it's very achievable. I think by then, you know, speaking 11 days in the future, 11 days from now, we're looking at probably, you know, again, obviously we're looking around 1st of July. That's this point over here. By then, it seems likely that Bitcoin will have made a move either above this wedge or below the wedge and below the critical uptrending dotted yellow support line. So by the 1st of July, we should have made a move on the daily chart, which we'll speak about more in a second, and hence we should have made a decision. We should have adequate leadway, adequate room to make a decision on the monthly chart. So 27.2k is very much the target for the end of this month, the minimum target. That's the minimum target. Ideally, want to go above that, of course. That's the minimum target to partially invalidate the bearishness that has been showing on the monthly chart right now. That's kind of our target there on the monthly. So what has happened on the weekly chart, okay? On the weekly chart, Bitcoin's actually not looking too bad. It did look bad a couple of days ago, and I'll show you why. It's a bit of a complicated chart right now, but I'll show you why. Essentially what happened was Bitcoin broke below. It saw a weekly candle close below the 200-week SMA. Now, if you're not familiar with the 200-week SMA, it's the green moving average on the screen right now. It marked the bottom, okay, back here in 2015. Both bottoms of 2015, you know, the January bottom and also the September bottom. It also marked the bottom during 2018, which is two of the cyclical bottoms it marked. It also marked the bottom during COVID, okay? So two of the cyclical bottoms as well as COVID, okay? Very important. And it didn't quite mark the bottom in this cycle, but it did act as a critical resistance zone and a critical support zone on multiple occasions. So it's very clearly a very important line. Now, the reason why I think everyone was a bit, you know, uncomfortable with the progressions of the weekly chart as of last week, was because we closed below the 200-week SMA. That's never a good thing. You don't want to see it. Now, you see fake outs over and over again, in the last year we have at least, not necessarily overall, but we see fake outs before, and we what we're seeing right now could be a fake out. We closed a weekly candle below the 200-week SMA. That put us in a bit of doubt for Bitcoin, put us in a situation in which we didn't really know what was going to be happening on the weekly chart. We had to look very closely at it. Now, we're yet to close above it again. All right, so we haven't actually closed above it again. We need to be seeing that. But what we have managed to do, okay, is hold on very clearly to the bull market support band. The bull market support band, you've probably seen it if you watch Benjamin Cohen's YouTube channel, or if you watch my channel for the last 2 years, you've probably seen it, because I speak about it quite a lot as well, is a critical moving average indicator. It's the 21 EMA and the 20-week SMA, okay, very important indicator. And essentially, this generally marks, tops and bottoms. It's also very important for supports during the bull market. As you can see, just go back in history and look at 2015 to 2018. This orange band, this bull market support band, literally marked the bottom for every single correction during 2015 all the way to the top of 2018. And it also marked close to the top during every single dead cat bounce in the bear market that followed. It is extremely important, or at least it was. It seems to be losing some degree of importance recently, but it still is a very important support zone and resistance zone. And so the fact that we managed to hold on to that, in wake of a close below 200-week SMA is actually good news. So that's a good progression on the weekly chart. We closed the weekly candle yesterday. We managed to hold in that bull market support band. Yes, we are below the 200-week SMA. Yes, we dropped below the 200-week SMA. But the fact that we're holding on to the bull market support band right now is good news, especially considering the fact that we're in a bullish wedge. We've bought ourselves some more time to make some bullish progress there on Bitcoin. We also managed to bounce on the Gaussian channel center line. Now, the Gaussian channel is also very important. You guys are aware of it by now. I speak about it basically every video because it's very important. This is a flawless indicator. The Gaussian channel is a flawless indicator on the weekly chart. Again, when we move downwards into the Gaussian channel, we continue, okay? When we move upwards, we continue, downwards, continue. But besides COVID, you continue, right? Every time you move into this Gaussian channel on the weekly chart, I think it's happened 6 or 7 times now, you break below the center line or break above the center line, you continue in that direction without fail. Even during the COVID drop, we continued in that direction without fail, but it was just short-lived. So we have broken above the center line of the Gaussian channel, okay? And we should be continuing realistically above, upwards, break out of the wedge. That's where we should be going if that trend persists. And that is a trend that, again, is a lifelong trend, a flawless trend. So it's a bullish trend, and we managed to bounce quite cleanly on this weekly candle yesterday. Now, that weekly candle, I will remind you, is the one that managed to hold onto the bull market support band as well. So not only did we dip into liquidity right here and saw a bullish bounce, we also dipped and touched that Gaussian channel. We also held on to the bull market support band. So it was a very bullish weekly candle close. Now, by bullish, I don't mean that it's bullish, Bitcoin's going to 100K bullish. I mean, it's bullish in the sense that we saw a rejection, we saw a correction, we came downwards, and we saw a confident bounce, a confident test of support. That's what it was, confidence. And that's bullish in my opinion. It's just not necessarily the traditional meaning of the word. So good stuff in the weekly chart. Monthly chart, we have our target at 27.2K. What about the daily chart? Well, we've been speaking on and off about the daily chart the entire video. It's in a bullish wedge formation. You guys are aware of this by now. It's been there for 3 months. Bullish wedge formation, compression coming in on the bull markets, on the Bollinger Bands, showing us that a move will be coming quite shortly. And that's basically all we got there. As for shorter term, within the actual wedge itself, the yellow thing here is the wedge. We have a potential descending channel forming in red, and we have a potential bull flag forming in pink. So bullish stuff going on within the wedge itself, and the wedge itself overall is bullish. We saw a little fake out below the wedge, and that fake out was foreshadowed by the total cryptocurrency market cap chart. The total cryptocurrency market cap chart as of right now has managed just barely to break back into that wedge, and that's good news, but it is rejecting from the uptrending resistance line, which is bad news. However, if we're flipping into the short-term charts for total cryptocurrency market cap, we can see that we have a potential inverted head and shoulders pattern playing out here, so we could be saved there in that regard, and that means that the thing that dragged Bitcoin down in the short term, the thing that foreshadowed Bitcoin going down in the short term, could actually be looking bullish itself. Ethereum doesn't look too bad either. Descending channel formation is quite clear there on this chart. Yes, we have resistance in the upper band, but it is a descending channel. It should break to the upside, and we did bounce very strongly off the bottom of the channel formation, as well as the yellow uptrending line on Ethereum as well. So basically, I don't want to, spend 20 minutes talking about the same thing over and over again. I will just give you the summary here. Basically, the charts don't look too bad. I don't think they look too bad. I think there are a few things to be a little bit concerned about, such as the monthly chart. We do have a target there on the monthly chart, 27.2k, but overall, we're still in a bullish wedge formation, and the premise is kind of the same premise. I guess you could say the verdict is kind of the same verdict it's been for a while now. Bullish wedge formation equals you can't expect it to be bearish until it is. That's basically what it is. We still have the same line in the sand on Bitcoin, the same line in the sand, which is down here in this green horizontal box. 24.3k is the line in the sand. If we lose that, that's when we start to be looking very bad. Until then, we actually don't look bad at all. And I think I'll stick by that. So the point of this video, guys, was to show you the bullish weekly candle close and the target for the monthly chart. I'll stick with that. Let's get into the Bitget exchange, guys. Bitget exchange, 5 times lower fees than Binance. We're offering a 10% monthly bonus deposit right now. Not monthly, I mean a 10% bonus deposit. So what you get, basically, if you deposit 1,000 USD, you'll get a 100 USD bonus in your account. 500 USD equals 50 USD bonus. 100 USD equals 10 USD bonus. You get the point. It's a 10% bonus on your deposit to the Bitget exchange. Your first deposit, if you sign up using my referral link in the pinned comment below. As well as that, you'll get a 15% trading fee discount for life on an already cheap exchange, 5 times cheaper than Binance. Cheapest fees in the market, guys. This is non-KYC. You can sign up from the USA as well, selecting other and use a VPN on the exchange. So best exchange in the market, cheapest in the market. Sign up using my referral link below for all those promotions and rewards. Then we've got Crypto Academy. If you want to learn how to trade, this is the place you can do it. Become a trader Crypto Academy course. It's literally in the name. You can become a trader if you do this course, and you can read about it on the website as well as throw us an email. The email address is on the website as well, and we'll throw you back all the information you need as well as a visual walkthrough of the course before you make a purchase so you can make an informed decision. On top of this, guys, we have the VIP group. If you want to trade altcoins with us on Telegram, we have a VIP altcoin trading group where we trade altcoins on a sub-daily basis, multiple times a week, sub-daily. I think it's 3 to 5 signals a week there. You can find the pricing information. You can find the details below. You can also find the results, okay? All of this information is in the Telegram group, the information group on Telegram. You can join for free and check all of it out. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you in the next one.